With the backlight, did I set it? Yeah. So some people get affected by light at night. That might just give them away. But if you see that the dark setting, obviously dark screen, you can see it's still on because there's the green light in the on switch. But just touch the screen, it just lights up to show what's happening. Okay. Or what we call invert, which is a dark screen, and you can still see the icons. So there's that option as well. Okay. But the factory set one is what is called bright, which you can change the brightness of the screen there if you wanted to. Okay, this one here, if you remember Pac-Man, it's not that. it's to do with bacteria in the water. So Legionnaires' disease in your hot water tank. Right. So there's always a possibility of that. With that set, or that switched on, as long as you've got your clock set as well, around about 2 o'clock in the morning, it will automatically boost the heat in the water above the temperature that obviously bacteria like Legionnaires' disease can survive. That one there is to do with the...
So is that on automatically then?
No, you have to switch it. It's just a matter of switching it on. As long as you've got your clock set, all it is just switch it on, and it will automatically come on around about 2 o'clock in the morning, boost the heat. So it's like the water boost for you if you're going to use your shower or whatever, anything else. And it just boosts the heat in the water above the temperature. That'll survive. That one there is your circulation pump, so your heating. You can have it on continuous. At the moment it's thermostatic control, so it shuts off when it needs to. Okay. So you can switch it to continuous. Obviously that's just got the heat going constantly. The only problem with that is it may affect the temperature in your water. So if all the heat's coming into the van, you're not going to get all the temperature you require on the in your hot water. That one there, every time I touch the buttons, it goes squeak or goes beep. You can turn that on and off. Obviously it's off at the moment. Language, if you want to talk to French, German or Italian to it, you can do. External, this is something you can have added where you can operate the heating system off your phone if you wanted to. Next one, so any of these that are grey, obviously they're not attached, so these additional extras you can have. Normally that one is for having, if you've got a large van, you can have a thermostat at either end of the van. There's just one on this one. The important one is, obviously is reset. So it's similar to like if you want to restart your computer, if there's something going wrong, you restart your computer. Okay. That is somewhat similar to that with the boiler as well. And it will reset to factory settings, which it's set at the moment.
I'm zooming now.
Oh.
I don't know.
Yeah, there's a little switch. That's it. You have a very close up of reset now. Install accessories, as I said, there are extra things you can have attached if you wanted to, but basics is usually quite sufficient. Okay. So, but the main one is, as long as you understand this bit, so if you know that that's circulating, you know your heating's working, that is, you know you've got 240 connected, which is on your consumer unit, the isolator button. Then you know up and down, temperature, water temperature is there. If I switch this off now, it will remember what I've just set. Okay. So when I come to it next time.
So you've got it set at 1 kilowatt at the moment. Is that the best one to keep it at?
I'd say at least 2.
Yeah. Okay.
But it depends on the temperature. Obviously, it depends on the day outside, obviously, as well. Yeah. But summertime, 2 kilowatts well sufficient. Most of the time, it's just going to be water heat anyway. Yeah. Okay. I've just put that on just to put an energy on. That's all. Okay. Excuse me. Then obviously, if you want to put on gas, put on gas. It will let you know if it fails on the gas. Because obviously, normally you just do that and it's on. It will let you know. What will happen on the main screen? You'll see 2 yellow triangles and it'll say gas failure.
So it's run out, basically.
Yeah, possibly run out, or you haven't turned the gas on. Okay. You haven't turned the gas on, or it's failed. Yep. Or there may be something else happening in the boiler that may be stopping it from lighting. Okay. So obviously you check them things, make sure you got gas.
Yep.
Okay.
Great. Yep. Right. Got that. Sussed.
Right. All the other appliances, we'll go through them now. 12 volt igniter there.
Yep.
What we do is just press and hold if we've used gas appliances before. Obviously, may not have it quite like this. Okay.
Yep.
It has got a safety device on the lid. Okay. So make sure it's fully back when you're trying to light it, because if it's not fully back, you're trying to light it. Obviously, it won't allow it to happen. On the grill, you see this flap here pulls out with it, or pops out with it. Make sure that's out, because that's protecting the bottom of your controls from the heat. Oh, that's your grill.
Yep.
Okay, that's lit. Grill pan, the handles inside there.
Yep.
In your oven, same again.
Yep.
Okay.
Do these cook a bit slower than a normal gas oven?
Yeah, they do. Yeah, I don't know why they're They're not as
Just
powerful
think it's
as,
hot,
but
okay.
yeah. Okay, microwave.
Did you say there was a... How do you get that one going? What's that?
Yeah, that's that control there. So you're just going to be very careful. You make sure you switch that off, because obviously there's no indication it's on unless you can see it's getting hot.
And you don't cook through the top of that. You
No,
put your pan straight on it.
Yeah, whatever you do, don't pull that down. I think, I'm not certain on that one, but if you try to put that on, it shouldn't come on, because it's a safety device on that. But it does the gas should do that as well.
Yeah.
So there's a switch. There's switches inside here that should shut that off.
Okay.
So always you'll cook it on that bit. Yeah. So if you've got electric connected, you might as well use that. But just be careful again on your output of electric may trip your bollard. You go on some sites, it can be lower than 16 amp. Most of the camping, caravan and caravan club sites are 16 amp. You should be sufficient.
Okay.
Okay, microwave, big button opens it.
Yeah.
Don't travel with that in there, because if that drops out onto here, it's going to be expensive. Yeah, very expensive. One, that could be smashed, that could smash, that could smash. And they're not cheap. They'll just sneak it under there for now. To operate it, turning that on its own does nothing. Press the microwave button once is 100%, 50% or whatever percentage you want to put it at. Press the microwave button again, then that gives you the seconds.
Okay.
Start and go. Okay, don't ask me why it's so complicated, why it can't just be seconds and go, but they like to make things complicated. You have also got on the quick start button, minute increments that goes up.
Okay.
And it automatically starts.
Yep.
Okay. Right, solar panel, which, oh, that was a good guess. Right, you've got a solar panel on the roof. That will trickle charge your battery.
Right.
Okay. Normally you will see two lights on there. And you see there's two bulbs there. Normally the top one you will see either red or green.
Mm-hmm.
If it's red, it's giving the full amount of power to the battery. So it automatically detects this. You don't have to switch it on or off. So as soon as it realises the battery is obviously voltage has dropped, it will start charging it. Obviously, as long as you've got power, as long as you've got the sun or whatever outside. Top one, red, that's going around about 14 volts. If it turns to green, the battery's obviously in a bit better condition. It's going around about 12.5, 13. The bottom light, normally you'll see is green flashing, and that says battery charging. Okay. There are reasons why the lights won't be on. One, it's either dark. Obviously, it's not going to work very well on the moon and the stars. If the battery is fully charged, and obviously if you've got 240 connected and that charge is working, obviously it shuts it off as well. And if the battery is quite low, it actually switches them two little lights off to save that much energy to put power to your battery. Okay.
Right. Okay. So Sarah's talking to you about pots and pans and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Do you just generally put them in a big basket or something?
You have got storage.
When you drive in, they're going to fly around.
Yeah. Yeah, there are storage. You normally put pans underneath there. It all depends on how many pans you're going to be taking away with you. It's again, you don't want them rattling around too much if you can help it.
Yeah.
You could put them down there.
Yeah.
There again, you've got to remember that any of your bedding has got to be fitted somewhere as well. Sometimes you may want to, you may just be able to chuck them on top of them in there if you want to do, obviously for the bedding down here.
Okay.
But normally your bedding goes under one or the other. So likely, I would think you'd probably put the bedding for this one under there. But it is working out what other storage you can do, and where you can put it. Like food is another question. Obviously, I've got the basket, slide out baskets and things or whatever like that. But you are limited.
You can get wine in there.
Well, yeah, possibly. Well, that's all you need. Yeah. What you've got to be cautious of, obviously, the same as your plate in there. Be very careful what you put up here when you're travelling.
Yeah.
Even though it might not pop open when you're travelling, if it's something's leaning against the door when you open it and drops through there.
Yeah.
If you've got anything heavy like, if you've got cans and things like that, they can actually cause a hole in these because it's like honeycomb.
Oh, right.
And it can drop right through it. So be very careful what you put up there when you're travelling. That is.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Same obviously same that side as well.
Okay.
Okay. Fridge. Next one. So this one will work on electric or gas. So on/off button there. It's running on gas at the moment. If I want to run on electric, that's now running on electric. To ignite the gas is that. It will let you know if it fails to light on gas, which I'll show you by pressing the...
How does gas keep it cold then?
Yeah, I know it's strange. You think, well, why is it warming up? But it does. Don't ask me how. I'm not that technical, but yeah, it does. Because it actually, it's... Oh, I can't even really call it now. It's a condenser one. Where it heats the liquid up somehow, and then it transfers the heat off. But
okay,
I'm not sure exactly how it happens. But Okay, so at the moment this is failed. Okay, what I've tried to do is operate off 12 volt. This is 12 volt off your car. So when your car's connected, as I said before, it will provide power 12 volt to your fridge. Okay, it's failed at the moment because obviously it's not connected to the car and the engine's not running. So the engine has to be running for this to work. Okay, if that failure happens on the gas, that means the gas hasn't lit. Okay, reasons maybe again you haven't turned your gas on, you run out of gas. So the best thing to do is fire your cooker up, make sure you've got gas. Then the only other thing is to do is you press that button there and it will reattempt to light the gas.
Okay.
Okay. Most people tend to run it on electric. Well, obviously, when you're connected to electric on site, you want to use electric as much as you can.
Yep.
And obviously kill the planet, but but it's obviously you already paid for that electric with your pitch, so you might. Yeah. The best thing to do is every now and again do fire it up on the gas.
Just to make sure it's working.
Yeah, that's it. Because if you leave it a long period of time, it can have detrimental effect to the burner, and it won't want to light when you want it. Some people say, well, we never use it on gas, and then the likelihood 2 or 3 years down the line, you probably won't be able to light it without any serious obviously remedy with it. Okay, temperature range 5 lit. That's the coldest fridge you're going to be. You just keep pressing it until you get the roughly the right temperature. 2 or 3 is probably around about right. Okay. It will depend again how warm it is outside. Okay.
Does that have a freezing part to it, the fridge?
Yeah. Just where I was going in. Just go back to 12 volt again. The 12 volt system again off your car will not cool the fridge down. Okay. It will just maintain the temperature. Okay. So if you've got this stored at home, if you can plug it in 240. So say 24 hours before you're going away, cool the fridge down.
How do you plug it in at home? Because you've got a special adapter.
Yeah, you can get adapters for it.
And that'll plug into your house supply?
Yeah, into a normal house supply. I've actually got one of these connections that you can plug your cable in on the outside of my... You've got the exterior socket you can get. Yeah. And I've actually got one of these ones you can actually plug the caravan cable in. Okay. But you can get these connectors in the shop where you can connect that to an ordinary plug, then you can plug that in.
Right, okay.
Okay?
Good idea.
So you can cool the fridge down if you have it at home. If you've got it in storage, you can't do that.
How long does it take to cool down usually?
I tend to plug it in about a day before. And it's usually pretty cool by then anyway. Okay. It probably doesn't take that long. Overnight probably is sufficient. Okay. But you just got to remember to unplug the cable before you start driving down the road.
Yeah. So you do need to pre-do it ideally then?
Yes, you do, yeah. Okay. If you want to travel with stuff in there.
Yeah.
Yeah. To open the door, press down on the big button. Once you've got a nice blue light. That's your freezer compartment there, look.
Okay,
that will come out, so you can have this as a full fridge. Yep. Without a freezer compartment, or if you want to use a freezer compartment. This here is this little contraption. To get it out, push it against the wall, slide it towards you. That is for when you're in storage, you're not using the van, and it allows the door to be shut, but it keeps the door slightly ajar. So if I just do that, so it allows air to circulate around it. Yeah, so otherwise, yeah, you've got to be very careful of that. It works off the door mechanism, so push down on the door, and that just slides back. Okay, make sure it is fully slid back because it won't seal the door. Your door won't seal when you're trying to use it. Yeah. And you're thinking the thing's not working. Okay. Okay. This will come out, as I said. There's a little catch underneath. You just pop that down and slide the catch across. Same the other side, and that will slide out. So you can have it as a full fridge, or if not, you can obviously you do need it for ice or something like that. Oh, it's popped off. So we're all the way back in it. Operate your toilet. You've got this. The toilet does swivel.
Okay.
Okay. That is your wastegate. So obviously to use it, open the wastegate. Hang on. Do what you need to do. Flush it by pressing this button here.
Hold on. I've gone blurry for some reason.
Yeah, it does that sometimes.
What am I doing wrong?
I don't know. Just put it
somewhere.
It's come
back now.
Yeah. It does do that. It kind of goes out of focus.
Yeah, okay.
So did you record the first bit? Right. So to operate your toilet, open the wastegate. Obviously do what you need to do. Flush it. Obviously that tells you it's empty because there's obviously nothing coming out.
Yeah.
Then obviously shut that. So obviously that's going to keep the
smell.
keep the smell out. It's usually pretty good.